People often ask me, why do you move hotels within the same city? Isn't it more convenient to stay in one place and explore from there? Well, that's not how I see it. For me, staying in different parts of a city is like living different lives in one trip. Waking up to new surroundings, seeing different views, and experiencing unique emotions. Watching the sunrise here is completely different from watching it by the canal. Both are beautiful, but they evoke distinct feelings and hold unique meanings for that particular moment. I guess it's my way of romanticizing life. I mean, why not? I hope this makes sense. And those birds chirping? That is such a big part of the Casco Viejo experience. The mornings I spent there were priceless. I loved waking up early before everyone else just to enjoy those quiet moments and immerse myself in nature. Now, let me give you a quick room tour of where I stayed. It was a charming hotel in the most beautiful location in Casco Viejo. My favorite part, of course, was the balcony and the view. I also loved the design of this duplex room. It was all about the attention to detail. As I've learned over the years, there is no better way to get acquainted with a city than by taking a walking tour. And that's exactly what we are about to do. Specifically for Panama City, I believe, exploring Casco Viejo on foot is an absolute must. The historic quarter is full of character and there is a lot to discover, as each street has its own story. For instance, the Iglesia de San Jose, famous for its golden altar. Back in 1600s, during the age of pirate raids, the altar was saved by painting it black to make it look worthless. The pirates were convinced it was just a simple wooden structure, so it was saved. And these are the ruins of the Convento de Santo Domingo. There is a flat arch right here that became legendary for its unusual structure that held itself up for over 300 years without collapsing, which meant that Panama was safe from earthquakes. It was said that its stability was one of the factors that influenced the United States' decision to choose Panama over Nicaragua for the Canal. What I loved most about this neighborhood was this blend of past and present that makes Casco Viejo one of the most captivating places in Panama City. By the way, these are the Guna people, an indigenous group from Panama's San Blas Islands. Many Guna women continue to dress conservatively as their ancestors did, wearing their traditional clothing that features molas, these deeply symbolic textiles reflecting their cultural identity, worldview, and connection to the natural world. You know, there is something about seeing traditional artisan shops right alongside trendy boutiques and local cafes. I couldn't resist popping into these shops, browsing the shelves over and over again until I found something special. My favorites were those little woven baskets called canastas, made by the Embera Wunan people, another indigenous group in Panama. And guys, a little spoiler right here. In my next video, we will be visiting both the Guna and Embera communities, so stay tuned. And of course, I have to mention Panama hats. You will find plenty of boutiques selling them, but one of the most iconic is El Palacio del Sombrero. Their hats range in price from about 40 USD all the way up to 35,000. And despite the name, Panama hats have never been made in Panama and originate in Ecuador, the only place in the world that has such a long-lasting weaving tradition. The Museum of Molas is another highlight of Casco Viejo that I highly recommend visiting. As we just discovered, these pieces are not just beautiful artworks, but also reflect their worldview and connection to the natural world, as they often depict themes from Guna legends, nature, and cosmology. Each mola is a colorful layered fabric piece that combines intricate patterns and vivid hues. At the museum, you can see a variety of them, from traditional designs to contemporary interpretations. Understand the meaning behind specific patterns and explore how the art form has evolved over time. The next must-visit spot is the Panama Canal Museum. It explores the canal's history back to the French attempt to construct it, followed by the successful American effort that led to the canal's completion. You can find there early engineering blueprints, tools, and photographs, capturing the immense challenges faced, from tropical diseases to the sheer physical obstacles of digging through the isthmus. And if you have enough time on your hands, you can also check out the Museum of History located in the same plaza. It offers an overview of Panama's journey from pre-Columbian times to the present day, starting with the indigenous civilizations that flourished in the region to the arrival of the Spanish in the 16th century and the resulting cultural and social changes.
Piña, papaya, melón y sandía, bananas, naranjas, orange.
Now, I hope you see why Casco Viejo quickly became my favorite area in Panama City. The whole neighborhood feels like a piece of art. Those colonial-era buildings have completely stolen my heart. While staying here, I made it a ritual to end my day at the viewpoint right next to my hotel. There is something about the energy of that spot, the view of the beautiful Sofitel legend and the peaceful vibe. If I lived here, I'm pretty sure that would be my favorite place in the entire city. This morning I planned something really exciting. After all the city exploration, I felt like it was time to reconnect with nature, and a visit to Gatun Lake and Monkey Islands seemed like the perfect plan. For breakfast, I would usually have lots of fruits, and my go-to was eating 5-6 bananas or even more, which kept me full until noon. Fruits for breakfast is always a great idea because they help cleanse your body, are packed with antioxidants, and leave you feeling fresh and healthy. So back to Gatun Lake. As we explored in my previous video, it is a large man-made lake that was created to help facilitate the canal's operations. It is surrounded by lush rainforest and is teeming with biodiversity, providing a unique ecosystem where tropical flora and fauna thrive. On our boat tour, we often found ourselves riding alongside massive ships transiting the canal, offering a fascinating contrast between nature and engineering. We visited small islands that are home to various monkey species. As our boat approached, monkeys would occasionally hop on board for a closer look or even a snack. Thankfully, we came prepared with bananas and grapes. Common species that you can see there include white-faced capuchins, howler monkeys, and the adorable Jeffroy's tamarins. It reminded me of my time in Costa Rica, where I got to observe them up close in their natural habitat, just like now. And if you haven't seen my Costa Rica series, do so because I know you will enjoy it. Aside from monkeys, Gatun Lake is also home to sloths, iguanas, crocodiles, and exotic bird species like toucans and kingfishers. Our guide even caught a baby crocodile to show us up close, but don't worry guys, no animals were harmed. He released it back into the water just a minute later.
Okay. Ya está vivo.
I did not regret taking this tour, as you get to experience wildlife encounters as well as panoramic views of the Panama Canal, making it one of the top wildlife adventures near Panama City. When we got back to the city, I spotted a little restaurant not far from my hotel, and I decided to check it out. Their menu had so many options with beautiful names, and I ended up picking the Abundance Bowl. I also treated myself to an acai bowl for dessert, which was great. As far as I know, this is the only plant-based spot in Casco Viejo, and even if you're not vegan, I'm sure you will love it, because the food is absolutely delicious. And by the way, meet the owner's dog. It had this smiley face, which is adorable, and sat right by my side the whole time while I was eating. After lunch, I went for a stroll around the neighborhood, searching for spots I hadn't seen yet. And let me tell you, this place is so visually stunning. You could easily spend hours photographing everything around you, be it a colorful colonial house, lush tropical plants cascading from balconies, or simply people going about their day. This area is full of beauty, both in its surroundings and its people. Good morning guys, I am back at Vegan Shack and I believe you know why. I couldn't leave without trying one more dish from their menu. This time I went for a chickpea omelette, which came with a fresh salad and 2 delicious sauces. It did not disappoint and kept me full until the afternoon. There is one more place that I have to show you, and it's Sisu Coffee Studio. I was told it is one of the best spots to try the world's finest geisha coffee, so I had to pop in. This space is minimalistic yet inviting, and it looks like it's a popular spot for remote workers and creatives. Geisha coffee is grown in the Boquete region of Chiriquí province in Panama, and we are going to go there in upcoming videos. While preparing my coffee, the staff explained why geisha variety is considered one of the best coffees in the world, and I also learned about the production process from them. Oh, and meet Ronnie, the best barista ever.
Welcome to Panama Geisha.
If you visit Sisu, be sure to say hi from me. To conclude this video, I just want to say that Casco Viejo isn't just a destination, it's a feeling. It's a place that stays with you long after you've left. Those old stone walls, colorful streets, and lively plazas together capture the essence of this area. May this neighborhood inspire your own adventures, and if you ever find yourself in Panama City, don't just visit. Explore, wonder, and let it surprise you. And before I head back to my room, I want to quickly show you the lobby of Sofitel Legend Hotel. They've got this beautiful tile mural of Panama Canal on one of the walls. That's definitely worth checking out if you're nearby. And that's it for today, guys. It's been amazing exploring Panama City with you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!